Last session, the avant-garde, just on the edges and the fringes of the Whiskmar forest, after saving the village of Feltpike, the home of Gamesh's clan. You all came up with an idea, a plan, to get yourselves into the Cult Cliffs and find where Phel Gatamin is staying and eventually kill him and retrieve the armor that he now wears. The last of the champion's vestiges that you need before you confront Garishtal. You all, in cloud form, flew into a small, swampy village of Vith in the Cult Cliffs. There you met a friendly alligator farmer who allowed you all to not get eaten. And as he shoved you out of his little farm, you found yourselves moving through a lowland, swampy area of the town, exiting that strange space on the very fringes of those communities. You saw two Goliaths attempt to arrest a tabaxi who seemed to be resisting arrest or some sort of capture. You all were able to free this tabaxi by essentially putting yourselves in the way of the guards, but you all are very powerful, and the guards chose not to even deal with you for but a moment, as they went and searched for the tabaxi, who was able to get around and speak to you. The tabaxi took you to their humble little bar that they partially are owners of, and were able to help you all get some information on the area you are at and the past of Phel Gatamin and Reshkaval. You learned of what happened as Reshkaval had left the area, that demons from the seat of demons in the Cult Cliffs rose up and began spreading around the entire Cult Cliffs. And just as soon as they had risen, they faded away, as Phel Gatamin returned to find his tower in ruins, having been sundered mostly by some powerful event. From what you know now, based on the information you were given, Phel Gatamin is rebuilding an army outside of Reshkaval's old cult lands, between the Oceanot, the Oceanos, and her old cliffs cult. Somehow, Phel Gatamin is using vast amount of wealth to buy every available mercenary and individual he can bribe within the Cult Cliffs to build his army as large as he can. For the true reason, it is unknown to you all. But what you were told is that he is ready for your eventual arrival. As for the past few months, he has had 200 kobolds, ex-slaves of the dragon Reshkaval, hidden deep in a mine just to the south of the old cult. There, they sit in a pit, waiting to die, traps placed above their heads, ready for Phel Gatamin were to fall, or for him to give the word. As you all learn this information, it's where we pick up tonight's session.
Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, cool. My AirPods used to not work on here, but now they do. Cool.
Okay. So Hala just visited me. So we're all up in Sear's room at the tavern, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
That's where everyone is gathered. Okay.
This is where Hala has given you that information that where Phel Gatamin is, and kind of what he's up to. And one thing, Hala did describe that Phel Gatamin, ever since coming back, is actively different. He is colder, darker, and is more secretive now than ever before.
We
He
fucked him over.
he hides his any part of his skin actively. Part of his face is hidden from view as he attempts to disguise himself in some way.
God, we should take him out of his misery.
Possibly he's being burned.
Okay, now who's Hala again?
Hala is the tabaxi that we
the
saved.
Tabaxi, yeah.
Okay, Hala's the tabaxi that we saved.
I also told Hala and subsequently the entire inn that we killed Reshkaval.
That is
Seer
one
Just
of
so
the,
you know
that?
what. Huh?
Seer did that?
Yes.
Interesting.
I have my reasons.
I'm sure you do. That's why I said interesting. Okay.
Just so you know what information they're working with and what information we're working with.
Yeah.
Everyone
Also,
was not here last time.
just so it's known, Senti comes in with, I believe, 2 dead bodies.
That's just Senti. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see one is, I believe one was a human. I think actually both were human. One was, you see one is, they're both very fresh. One of which looks like he was actively being eaten. You can see like the neck area is just covered with you can see straight bone, and you can see gnawed marks where very sharp teeth were ripping apart flesh and scratching and scarring all the bone in that area. And he's actively just leaking.
The fuck? Where'd you get the bodies? Found them. Of course. Did anyone see you bring them in here?
I think everyone did.
Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. And why? I'm guessing magic of some sort.
She just wanted them.
Why
For
not?
decoration.
Just to have.
Yeah. Sport.
All right. Well, Seer, this is your room, so you have 2 dead bodies in here.
Oh no, I think Senti took
clean.
him back to her room.
Oh,
I mean, it's up to Senti.
Actually, it just says I'll take him back to the room, so it is up to debate.
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Hey, Senti, are the bodies in my room or your room?
or one in each room.
Yeah, you would still see them brought in, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it wouldn't be the first time there was a dead body in my room.
Yeah, it won't be last.
No. We are currently in Seer's room, but I don't know. That's where
I'll-
Seer gathered everyone up so Hala could give the information without it having to be rehashed twice. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna clean after Cinti takes them out. If Cinti takes them out. Cinti, are you taking them out or are they staying here? Yeah, then I'll just clean up after they're gone. Easy. Um,
All right, now that that's settled. Um, so do we know where we find Phel Gatamin?
yes, Reshkoval's cold.
And where is that?
It's up here in the Oceanaut Quarter.
Mm-hmm.
The Oceanon Quarter?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
There
Ocean
are
out.
yeah, Oceanaut. There are 4 quarters. I
Okay.
Protective,
So
Crucible, Estranged, and Oceanaut.
here, hang on. I'm gonna copy and paste my notes on them.
okay.
Probably the best thing to do, honestly.
There you go. I made
I'm
yeah.
guessing. I'm guessing these are like these four little sections of settlements.
If you go to the
Essentially,
bottom,
yeah.
there's actually a bigger map.
Oh Jesus! I was zoomed in. I scrolled down. All I saw was Jesus' face.
Yeah.
Scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, literally.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So we're in the protective quarter in the town of Vith, and we want to get up to the Oceanaut quarter with where Reshkoval's cult settlement is.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay. So now, does everyone here know that Reshkawal is dead?
I assume so, since I told the guy in front of everyone that we killed Reshkoval.
How? How did they take that information? Because that doesn't mean they think that Reshkawal is dead. They may not have seen Reshkawal, but this could have been new information to them.
Rush Kaval is known to be dead.
Okay,
Based
Yeah.
Reshkawal.
on what Hala told you, um, when Fel Gatamin returned, so Reshkoval left and fled because they were being chased, and then demons kind of took over for a while. Fel Gatamin's garrison was destroyed partially by some great event, and then Fel Gatamin returned just a few months ago, essentially, and since then has been rebuilding everything. Um, but essentially, from what you can gather, his sole mission is to avenge Reshkoval.
Oh, then we're the people that he needs to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just challenge him.
Also, I will say, Hala was actively resisting draft into his army, I believe.
yes,
So like
he is.
telling,
Yeah,
yeah,
he has hired every person who is willing to take any monetary bribe to work for him, and he's having them just grab people and conscript them.
yeah. So
He's doing everything in his power to raise an army as fast as possible. And currently, like I said, he currently has 200 kobolds waiting to die as motivation for you not to kill him immediately, essentially.
oh well.
You know.
Okay.
He's
So-
he has contingencies, essentially.
Yeah, he has specifically precautioned against. Granted, last time he saw us, we were a little bit different. But who knows what word he's heard or who he's working with, I doubt he's working with or for anyone, considering the whole Resh Kowal thing. Also, apparently Felgadamin was like her adoptive son or whatever.
Of course he was. Of course.
And like there's this whole like society where furbolgs and humans are under Reshkaval, but then above the kobolds who were slaves.
Makes sense.
But yeah, no, I think telling Hala that we killed Reshkaval scored us some brownie points here.
Okay. All
Um,
right. Okay. So,
Hmm.
do we have to worry about travel here? As in, are there any hostile threats that would be known or apparent?
demons, supposedly. I think ideally we would be in mist form.
Yeah, of course.
Um, so none other than like the regular threats and landing in alligator farms.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, travel for you all in mist form is, you know, really easy. Kind of
Yeah.
avoid a lot of the issues with travel.
Yeah, since we're not on foot and people can't see us
Yeah.
as easily.
From what you can
Um,
tell, otherwise, travel in this area is, you know, very difficult. This is, you know, if you were to travel on foot, there'd be a lot of random encounters probably.
this is not the area to bring our carriage.
Mm-mm.
Wherever
There are
our
no roads, so
Yeah,
I mean,
wherever the carriage is.
I think it's is it still on the ship?
I think so.
I think so. Your cart, not your cart, your what is it?
Chariot.
Chariot is at home.
Yeah,
Yeah, we know Chariot's still
where it
there.
belongs. Should really work. Like, next time we have downtime, like a significant amount of downtime of just chilling, not wartime downtime, we should really get our carriage back home as well.
I mean, what do we need it for?
It's less that we need it and more like it's taking up space on our ship that could be used for other things down the road,
Fair.
like cargo for money.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I can't think of anything else that's like super important that you don't know already.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the main stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man. 100
All right.
units.
Um,
Oof.
so I guess what's our plan of action? Are we just let's talk about the 200 kobolds. What do we think we should do about that?
Um,
Do we know where they are?
We know they're in a mine near the cult, but we don't know exactly where they are.
We could just ignore them.
We could. We could just let them die.
Yeah.
I mean, who says they're gonna die?
He specifically has an acid trap rigged to kill them if we confront him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I misinterpreted that.
If he doesn't
I
make
thought they were
contact,
fighting for him.
no. If he doesn't make
No.
contact every few hours, or if he's learned to have been killed, then there is automatic precautions that will drop acid on 200 kobolds and burn them to death.
Okay, yeah, we should save those kobolds.
and he's waiting on us.
You know, that is just like a contingency that he has.
Does
That's not
Mebehi know where
us.
they're being kept? Does she have any idea?
I bet he can make a history check if I bet he wants to.
Also, how does Mebehi feel about the kobolds? Does she want to save them?
But he wants them saved, yes.
All right.
So, nah, fuck my cousins. I don't love them bitches.
There's too many moralists in this party.
There's too many moralists.
I'm so sorry that I keep giving you good aligned characters.
No, I'm kidding. Seer also wants to save
So
them.
history check, right?
Yeah, if you want, make a history check with advantage because this is kind of where you're from.
Yeah. Also, have we had a long rest?
Yeah, you have. Since
Okay, cool.
last full session.
crystals.
With advantage, so roll one more time.
Yep, I.
God damn, you worked in these mines, bro.
I think Mabeki has blocked those memories.
Yeah, these are repressed memories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trauma.
Mabeki technically didn't work in the mines. Mabeki specifically was essentially a part of the dragon's cult itself. The dragon kind of took Mabeki in as one of her personal servants.
Okay, so
Damn, I bet he was a bougie slave.
Yeah, Mabeki does know that her family was sent to work in some of the other mines that the dragon did own, but the dragon kind of, um, you know, controlled Mabeki a little bit more closely.
yeah. I have a question. Would we know about how big Phel Gatamin's army is currently?
As of right now, Hala probably would probably have that information. As of now, he is amassed probably I'd say probably 6,000 individuals.
That's a
Okay.
big army.
We need to stop fighting people who have armies.
Most of them aren't in the peak fighting shape. He's still building up his force. Um, you get the sense that like Resh Kaval was kind of on the back foot. Like she didn't have a great place to pull manpower from. But being back in the Cult Cliffs, there's a lot of manpower to be used here. Um, and you know, he's putting in the work.
And could we assume that a percentage of them is conscripted and unwilling to be there?
Most probably are.
Okay.
The fact that he, like, from what you can tell, and from what Mbehi does know about the Cult Cliffs, is it's staunchly independent. It has never really been conquered, um, and they are all worshippers of different dark entities. There are, the Seed of Demons worships demons. Um, you know, Cauldron is run by a trio of witches. Um, like each place, each village offers itself to some darkness. It's just a corrupted land that it's just hard to take back for true civilization to prosper, and thus it is just a very dark place. And a cult of a dragon conquering the whole thing was not fun for a lot of these other places.
Yeah. Okay. So we at least know that out of this large army, a majority of them do not want to be fighting. For Felgatamine specifically, not fighting in general. And that they are also not fully fighting fit. So that's good to know. Because those are conditions which make it a little bit easier to incite riots.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to start sowing discourse into the army.
Well, yeah. Which could be something we could do with the kobolds, is if we free them, we could incite a riot, which would require some attention.
Oh man. All right. Phew. All right. So are we? ready to start heading north?
Or yeah, are we heading north now, or are we sleeping here?
That's up to all of you. At right now, it is currently close to midday. It's probably about 2, I believe.
Hmm.
You really didn't have to travel that far. You're on the very cusp of getting to Vith, so it only took you like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And being in the city, it's 2 o'clock basically.
Yes. How do we think we're gonna find this cave full of kobolds, and how are we going to? It has to be a sneaky mission, right? Like we can't go in guns a-blazing because they'll kill the kobolds.
Yeah, probably.
So we have to somehow find this mine and disable the trap without alerting anyone of our presence.
We could send Becky in to find it, since she's very sneaky, if she wants to go in. And I don't know, can anybody be invisible?
Um,
Have a short rest. I'll be able to, but I'm also not the sneakiest either.
I think I might be able to. Yeah, technically I can cast invisibility.
So if we wanted to, we could maybe send in Mebeki and Seer, because like Mebeki could sneak around, and then Seer could maybe try to disarm a trap.
I don't know if I'm
Seer's smart. She knows how to do stuff.
good at disarming traps. That feels like a dexterity thing, not an intelligence thing.
Hmm.
I guess I'd be good at finding traps. But I can only cast invisibility once, and it only lasts for an hour, so I think ideally we would do some reconnaissance on the land. I guess my question is, how much reconnaissance do we want to do before we start doing stuff?
Enough to get them drunk, really.
Enough to get them drunk? It can't be right.
Sorry. Oh, jeez, I gotta wake up. Ugh. I'll be right back. Watch me put some more in my face.
All right.
All right.
So, are you staying for the night?
I don't know. But about the reconnaissance thing, I think we should do as much as is needed to like figure out where they are and what kind of situation they're in, and then just try and get them out as quickly and safely as possible. Because the longer we wait, the longer there's a chance that word gets around that the people who killed Reshkaval are in town.
Yeah.
And that could complicate things if he knows we're coming.
I mean, he already knows we're coming. He just doesn't know
Yeah,
when
but
we're
if he
gonna get
knows,
there.
yeah, if he knows like we're here,
Yeah,
then
we're
he
still,
might just like
300
he might
miles
up
away.
security, or he might just kill them before we get there.
I don't think he'd kill them before we get there, because then what's the point of having them at all?
Yeah, I guess that's true, but he might up security, which we don't want.
Yeah, so I guess what we could do is we could use the rest of today. We could either spend the rest of today in mist form trying to stealthily do some reconnaissance on the land around Rushkoval's cult, so we can try to find where the mine is and then figure out how to get in there. We could stay within the town of Vith and try to... I don't think we're going to get any more information out of anyone here in Vith, to be honest. Unless we pretend like we're here for Phel Gatamin's army. But if we want to do that, then we might want to move up to some other... Is there another town in the protective... Is Dalgador in the protective quarter?
Yes, it is. That is
Yeah,
the main, one of the main fortresses.
Yeah, so we could try to turn up in Dalgador and do some infiltration there before moving on to find the mine. So those are the three options I see. I don't know if anyone else has any ideas.
Well, I do like the idea of just going straight there and looking for the mines, because I think we're just, like, we're not really on like a time limit, but probably before information really gets back to him, try to at least scout the area out.
Yeah.
Because if he gets information that we're in this town, we'll already be there. Maybe have some kind of surprise on him.
Yeah. I definitely think we should skip town as soon as possible. And I don't know how much more information we're liable to get outside of actually doing... I'm gonna call it on the ground work, but it's really not. It's sky work. We're working from the sky.
Yeah, at least I don't think we won't get any more information from this quarter. If we want to get any more information, probably go to the Oceanaut quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I do think we could get information from Dalgador if we... Because, like, I still have my Cult of Reshkaval pendant.
I think you minimized your tab, Graham.
It's not even streaming anymore.
What?
Yeah, the stream ended, which is why I assumed he minimized the tab.
Did you minimize your Spotify application?
I didn't mean to.
Rip.
I don't think I did. I didn't.
I still have my pendant and also Disguise Self.
Omen isn't bad at stealth. She's just not amazing at it.
I mean, I'm not great at stealth either.
Omen could stealth if she has to.
I get a +2 to stealth.
Yeah, I have a +6. If I take my armor off, I have advantage.
Well, if we're sending you in, I can
No
just
armor.
cast invisibility on you and you'll have advantage anyways.
Well, I just have flat rolls because I already have advantage and disadvantage because I'm wearing plate.
I
But
see.
I have
It's
advantage
for
on
music.
stealth checks
Maybe.
from an ability, so... It's legally required that you listen to the music, Mebehi.
Yeah, well, invisibility would still give other people disadvantage, at least.
Yeah.
Listen to the music.
So I think after Mebehi, Omen probably has the highest stealth. You have to turn the stream volume up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has proficiency in stealth or not.
Yeah, so we might want to do some, like, reconnaissance from the air and then
Yeah.
Omen and Mebehi in to disable the trap.
Yeah. Omen
And how are we
is
going to know that
really
he's
a
done
last case
it?
scenario because Omen's intelligence is 0. and her dexterity is only +1.
It might be better to send Sierra in then, because at least Sierra has the sending spell.
Yeah,
So
it's
she
just
could
like
tell
if
the
we
party.
absolutely need another person to stealth, Omen could try, but not good at disabling traps.
I also still have Poppet. Poppet is still a familiar, and he can still do all the things familiars do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back. So far it seems like the party wants to turn into clouds,
Right.
see what's happening in the Reshkaval Cold area to try to find the mine, and then we're debating who we should send with Mabehi, because it's either going to be Omen or Seer.
Uh. What is the overall goal of to get in and release kobolds?
So I think the overall goal for the initial part is to get Mabehi and someone else in stealthily, disable the kobold trap, and then the rest of the party comes in to help us actually free them. So there's no
Okay.
more. So they can't just kill the kobolds as we're trying to free the kobolds.
Does Seer have message? Or Seer has sending, so it might be better to
Sending.
send Seer in so that you can tell the rest of us when it's done.
Yeah, but Omen has better stealth.
Technically, yes,
And
but does not have a way to communicate.
Character thing, or
I mean, yeah, we're discussing in character, not using our character voices, because that's exhausting.
yeah. Mabehi's just gonna dig in her satchel and pull out a little silver bird and say, "This bird can send messages."
How far?
When did Mabehi get a bird?
It's
a little silver
a figurine
statue.
of wondrous power, I believe.
Yeah.
I have so many tabs open. Give me a second.
You're telling me.
It doesn't say. I'm gonna throw it in chat. It doesn't say a distance.
is it instantaneous or is it a traveling thing?
Oh, it's animal messenger.
Animal messenger. So the raven goes and says the message, which may not be good because I don't know if we want a raven flying around the mines.
Yeah.
A raven in a coal mine, a cobalt mine.
Yeah.
Perfect if it was a canary.
Yeah, Graham, can we change that to a canary? Canary in the coal mine?
Well, I could also
Sure.
just tell Poppet to come. I could also just tell Poppet to listen to instructions from someone like Mabehi, and then when they're done, Mabehi could just be like, "Hey, Poppet, go to Seer," and then Seer would know it's done, and I can turn Poppet into a canary.
All right.
Which is much more complex than Animal Messenger.
Okay. Okay.
Or
So,
Seer can just go. Well, I guess actually, like the pros and cons are pretty much even across the board. So, Mabehi, who do you want to come with you, Seer or Omen?
It's entirely fair.
Devastation.
Seer's more competent with this than Omen is.
that and like Becky also has known Seer longer, so
Yeah.
Omen would get there and not be able to do anything, which would be the issue. Like, she's not good at investigate. I mean, she's kind of okay at investigation, but not great at it. So Seer is
I am great
a
at.
lot more capable for this.
Yeah. Oh, I will say Omen is less likely to just let the kobolds die.
True. I'll send along Omen's morals.
okay.
I joke. I jest. Seer isn't gonna let the kobolds die. I've thought about this.
Unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, unless it's absolutely necessary. I thought about this. I've come up with character reasons for everything. Don't worry. That's a lie.
Alright.
I mostly just come up with them in post.
Okay, so fly north, get to Reshkaval's cult, find the mines, have Mabehi and Seer sneak in to try to disarm the trap, and then after that, the rest of the party comes in, and the goal is to free the kobolds.
Yes.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
I think it would be good if we incited a riot as well.
We can. That can be done.
I feel like we should use the kobolds in some way. But
I'm sure it'll come up. Graham has something planned. He always does.
yeah.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said, Graham. I'm not beating around the bush. You always got something. I
Alright.
mean that, but I do mean it in a very positive way. You're keeping me on my toes.
Well, I guess shall we get going then to
Yeah. At this point, you still have the spell on you.
yeah.
So you can quickly make your way over the mountains and hills, over the rivers and canyons, and find yourselves at your destination.
Do we see any demons on the way?
No. The Seat of Demons is kind of on the opposite side. So they kind of stay towards the estranged quarter, which is not really a quarter, it's more like a sliver.
Yeah. Well, they can call it a quarter if they want to.
So, you all take a few hours and fly in misty form through the cold cliffs. Flying high over minor villages, you can just see that this is a land of wildness. There are a few minor places of civilization that you can spot, like small farms and the like, but this place is empty. The closest thing that you can, relate this to is when you're traveling through over the mountains towards Midas. Just an empty land that is just filled with danger on all fronts. There are few societies, but these are small places. And all the wilds here, you can only fear what is watching these swift clouds move through the sky. Eventually, you head over northern mountains. Mabehi, you recognize some of these mountains, cliffs that you once called home. And soon, you begin to spot it. An open green valley. There's more civilization here than you've seen the rest of the Cold Cliffs. This is the heart of Reshkaval and Phel Gatamin's attempts at building their own societies. You can see all along the river heading westward are massive irrigated farms spreading all the way from what you can presume to be Oceanos and the sea all the way back to a large ancient citadel. You can see it was probably some ancient society, one that probably called this place home long before the place was given the name the Cold Cliffs. Partially a ruin. You can see huts have been built along the entire edge of the mountainside, along the rivers, spreading out like a cancer in the valley. And you can see massive encampments, fortifications, and training pits. You immediately can tell that they are preparing themselves for war as constant smoke rises from dozens and dozens of smithies forging away. You can see the edge of the mountain itself that the ancient structure is built upon is covered with small little wagons and carriages that are going to and fro, filled with what looks to be rocks of some type, probably mined materials. And you can see kobolds are dragging these carts down the hillside towards the center of the valley to be smelted and forged into material of war. From what you can see, there's probably a good dozen different mines that dot the northern section of this mountain range. You're currently flying above the area. What are you doing?
Um.
Looking for that mine.
Yeah.
Rebecca would be looking for somewhere like hidden to land.
Oh, I was hoping to find the mine before we land.
How do you wish to find the mine?
Okay, let me check my notes. What do my notes say? What do my notes say?
Do we know what a mine entrance looks like?
Yeah, you see 12 of them.
Interesting. Do any of them have, like, security?
Make a perception check. You can see there is a ton of security. Yeah, you can see most of the mines seem to have some semblance of what looks to be a mix of like humans and bugbears and a couple other different races. But for the most part, you can just see, they're patrolling, ensuring the kobolds get all of the mined material out.
Is there one mine without kobolds coming in and out?
Make a perception or investigation check.
I'd love to make an investigation check. 25.
You do spot one mine. It's kind of in the center of most of the mines. Essentially, it is right here. Close somewhat to the cult of Reshkaval and that like old citadel, and many of the other mines, but kind of just centered into it. And there is really, you don't see any kobolds coming in to and fro. You do see what looks to be a contingent of guards, probably about 4 of them. From this height, they're, it's hard to exactly describe them. You're kind of a distance away, but there's no movement that you can see.
Okay, that seems like our place then. If it's all the descriptions. Could I can I somehow try to what's charade my way into getting the party's attention to that?
At this point, I technically allowed you to have conversations in Misty form. Yeah, you charade your party that, yeah.
I turn into an arrow.
It's like the fish in Finding Nemo.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess then where would be a good place to land that's not too far away from that mine, but isn't within view of its guards?
You could land on the cliffs above it.
Seems as good a choice as any.
It's either that or land in the open valley.
Yeah, I think we should probably land at the cliff. What does everyone else think? My arrow's gonna point to the cliffs. Can I get some thumbs up?
Yep, I'll turn it a big thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
You all descend and find a pretty safe space to land just over the cliffside, away from view, out of sight, but close enough that you can, you can see the entrance. You can see if anyone does go in or out.
All right. Okay, so we spend a minute turning into humans again.
Yes, yes, you do. And while
Well,
this,
one of us turns into a human.
and while we have this conversation and discuss, I'll be back in a second.
All right. Okay, we're here now. I guess the plan is for Serum Abahi to go down, to get down the cliffs. Hmm.
Okay. So, one thing I should note: as you do land, timing wise, it could not be more perfect. As at this point, your spell, Senti, is waning. And you would not have very, much longer to keep you all afloat. So, Seer and Mebehi, you two planning to go down? I'm correct in this? Or, Seer left. Any other plans from any of you?
I guess I'll just keep a lookout for basically anyone.
Um,
Same.
since you're a bit closer, if you wish to, you can make a perception check. Okay. Omen, you kind of take a look down, crawling to the edge of the cliffside that you can see. Um, in the kind of waning light, the sun at this point, is getting close to setting. Darkness is coming at it being 6 o'clock. It's, you know, uh, getting closer and closer to winter, and the sun doesn't last as long as it usually does. Looking down, you can see a contingent of what looks to be about 6 individuals. Four of them currently have their backs right to the stone cliffside where the mine entrance seems to be. You can see patchwork armor on two of them, and the other two seem to have very little armor at all. They seem to have bare chests, big old weapons. You've seen a few barbarians in your time. You understand that these are probably feral, rage-filled individuals, being out here in the wilds, it is probably very common for people to be of that persuasion. The other two individuals starkly outmatch the others. You can see two men, or humanoids in general, in jet black dark armor, full plate, full helms, blocking all visage of exactly who they are. You can see both of them stand with what looks to be dual long swords, just stabbed into the dirt. Each one holding two hands on one of the blades, just staring at the other four guards. Get the sense it's a tense situation, just by the stance of them, as the sun is currently beginning to set here.
Cool.
Man. Okay. All right. Um. Still haven't. Oh, jeez. Today is not my day. All right. What do I got going on over here? Yeah,
Oh, that's probably why the stream stopped. I lost internet for a second.
did we land?
Yes, you're currently on the cliffs just above where your location is, like where the mine that you believe this um, group of kobolds to be is.
Would it work be helpful if I were to send in an earth elemental
Um,
with you guys? I mean, because they can earth glide.
yeah, I mean, Earthglide is insanely powerful in a natural landscape.
Yeah. Um. And you know what? Let me actually do that long rest, which I didn't do. I need to roll. Six of them back. All right. Okay, so are we ready to do our infiltration?
I think once Sears. Oh yes.
Oh,
Okay, so Sears back. So probably.
Back.
okay. So you guys are ready to do your infiltration?
Um, yeah, I need to cast invisibility on myself. Which means I need to play a tune from my. I need to I need to strum some strings on my mandolin.
Alrighty.
And then I have an hour. Yeah, so I'll cast invisibility on myself, and then I guess we go.
Quick thing. Do we want me to send my echo in because I can see through its senses, but only for 10 minutes? So like I could send it in to make sure you guys get in okay.
I think Gamesh's.
more on its stealth checks.
Does your Echo have disadvantage?
It's not wearing armor, because its AC is calculated differently.
Yeah. Is so the Echo is simply moved by the Echo Knight and does not possess the ability to move on its own accord, and so it can't move stealthily or attempt to hide,
Well, that's silly.
as it is an object.
Even whenever I'm in the avatar state?
It's an object.
Well, that's silly.
Alright, well, with that being the case.
It's a really useless ability if you can't even stealth with it.
I mean, you can still, do reconnaissance.
Not very well.
Well, if you
You're
needed.
just sending a shadow person into an area.
But can't you see through their senses as if you were in their position?
Yeah, but if you can't stealth, then you're just walking into whatever area it is in, which isn't very great for reconnaissance. Generally.
Generally, I'll give you that.
It is
You
definitely
can't
a situational
exactly
ability.
like blend into the crowd if you're made of shadows. It's a little eye-catching.
That's fair.
Could be a very good distraction, though.
Could be.
Alright, but I will go ahead and conjure Elemental and bring out a Earth Elemental.
Okay.
With the orders to stay beside Seer and Mabehi while staying within 15 feet.
Oh yeah, so your elemental creature has to stay within 15 feet of me or me and Mabehi.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it gets tremor sense. So it should be able to send you through the ground. Let me double check on that to make sure. Yeah, it has tremor sense out to 60 feet, so it should be able to. Remain pretty hidden away while also being close and ready to go. And let me take down 5 of my charges. Those were 3 points. That's not what I wanted to do. 1, 2, 3. Alright. That's all I got to offer.
Okay. So, how exactly are the two of you and the Earth Elementals sneaking down and into this mine?
I am definitely going to follow Mabehi's lead.
Mabehi, how do you wish to invade this mine?
Sneakily.
Stealthily, even. How do you do such
like
a
in the
feat?
most avoiding loose rocks and stuff.
So just so you know, you're on a cliff, probably about 100 feet above um, the location that you want to be.
Okay, she's gonna look around for like the simplest way down. Like the one that looks like it'll be like the least problems. No one will trip or anything.
Go ahead and just make me a just do a survival check. Okay. With an expertise, Seer, you begin to follow Mebehi, who knows these mountains like the back of her hand. Mebehi, for the first time in a long time, you're home. These rocks are familiar to you from when you first grew up here. And you descend down this section of mountain with expertise and ease, leading you and Seer and the Earth Elemental quickly and easily down this side of the mountain. Make landfall just outside of eyesight of these guards here, outside the entrance to the mine.
Okay, and now she's gonna look around for. Is this the only entrance to the mine?
From what
So,
you
like,
can
maybe a
see,
back way?
make a history check with advantage on this mine. Knowing this, so you realize you do know this mine. This one was an ancient one, long since abandoned. It really has no use. There seemingly is no active mineable material within. And you do know that inside it is a winding space of corridors with only one real entrance. You do know that there is a natural chasm that leads to a deeper part of the mountain. And you realize that if they were to be held anywhere, you think that they would be put down this natural, essentially like space where water once used to flow. And you think you know where these kobolds might be being held. But there is only one seemable entrance.
Okay, I bet he's gonna pass that information along to Seer and the Earth Elemental. Alright.
Yeah.
So the guards are just posted up next to the entryway?
Yeah, you see there are 4 guards with their backs to the actual like cliffs, and then there's 2 guards just standing, kind of like 10 feet in front of them, next to each other and just staring at them. Being much closer, these individuals are not normal.
Oh.
You look at them and they look like powerful knights in this dark, full plate mail. But it's not difficult to see with a passive perception that both of them have these red tinted eyes and skeletal hands.
Is there anyone going in or out of the mines?
No, they're just standing there looking at the 4 guards who are just awkwardly staring back. You do hear
So there's the guards and then there's the skeleton things?
the 4 guards and then 2 plate mail armored skeleton creatures. And you do hear one of the guards kind of speaks up. You see one of the big barbarian looking types. So, how were your travels? And you see the 2 strange skeleton plate mail creatures turn their heads towards each other, look back towards the barbarian. You see the one picks its sword out of the dirt, slings it across the back, and takes a few steps forward, walking up to the barbarian. You can see the barbarian like slowly goes and puts a single hand on this large great axe on his back. And you see the skeleton steps forward, and you just hear this strange whispering sound that I should probably get new music for. As you hear it speak, we had a great journey. Would you like to join us? And you just hear this echoing sound as it speaks. Seer, what languages do you speak?
I speak Elvish, Common, and Infernal.
Okay. You do not recognize. There is some extra. It sounds like there's another language being layered on top of the current one. As if it's speaking in common, but it's multiple languages going at the exact same moment. You see the barbarian swallows hard and just starts shaking his head. And you see the plate mail entity begins to walk backwards. Stops right next to its ally. Pulls the sword out again and sinks it into the dirt. And just stands there once more. You see one of the other guards he's currently wearing some armor, is like a dirty looking human, kind of nudges the big old guy. What the fuck did you talk to it? I just wanted to make a friend. It's a very tense encounter for these guards, and you don't get the sense that they're on the same side. So, what are you doing?
While they're talking, does it look like they're distracted enough to possibly sneak behind them?
You can always try.
Do I have Poppet with me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say so.
I could make a distraction.
Maybe he's gonna tell her to do that.
Alright, let's hope Poppet doesn't die, huh? I am going to telepathically tell Poppet, who is in Blue Jay form, to fly away from us and then back towards. Like, I want Poppet to basically fly, kind of like in a giant semicircle, so it seems like he is coming from a different direction.
Okay, I get it.
and then start causing a ruckus as blue jays are wont to do. Just being loud, mimicking hawk calls, screaming, etc.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d20 plus Poppet's charisma.
What is the charisma of a raven?
It's a 20.
The charisma
a
of a... Yeah, so just roll me d20 minus 2.
I'd argue.
Not 20 minus 2, 18!
What a nat 20.
You
Oh!
you send Poppet to be a little shit. And you have to wait a good, like, maybe 5 minutes or so for Poppet to kind of swing around so, Poppet's not coming from where you currently are at. And you just watch as this little black dot just begins to make its way behind these two knightly individuals. And as it flies directly over their helmets, you see it bats its wings, and you hear this like slight dong sound as the wings hit the metal helmets. It flies straight up to that one barbarian, lands on his face, and claws at his like open eyes, and then flutters over, and then just starts cawing and just being obnoxious. Immediately, you see all the 4 guards just go, "Kill that thing!" And they just go running. You just see them just bolt. The 2 other guards don't move.
That's my son. That's my boy.
You see 4 guards completely abandon their post and just go running down these dirt, kind of hilly paths, chasing a raven as it just flies away. And you can see, Poppet kind of shits on him a little bit too, probably. Like, just absolutely
my boy.
causing a ruckus. But the 2 knights don't move.
What a nat 20. Okay. I guess, can we use this ruckus to try to sneak in?
Okay, yeah. Make stealth checks with advantage.
We
God,
each
I-
make stealth checks, I take it.
Yes. I love that I got in that 20 on Poppet being a little shit.
Oh.
I'm invisible, at least.
Indeed you are.
Me, my Becky's invisible. Just put Sierra in front of my Becky.
You, as you are walking through, it's not too far of a walk. You were very close. You immediately just begin to quickly move your way, towards the entrance. You're in line of sight of the guards, but they don't seem to move or notice you, really. Until as you're entering into the space, there's a single, thunk, tuk, 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 as you, Seer, you just hit like a slight rock, and you turn your head just slightly, enough to see one of the knights lifts his head. And as your eyes widen, you can see the knight turns and looks towards the group of 4 that are currently in the middle of dealing with your raven at the moment. And you watch as it turns towards it, holds one of its hands, takes one of its hands, its left hand, off of the sword, puts his palm upwards, and you watch as magical, hellish flame appears in its hand, and he chucks it towards Poppet. Make a dex save for Poppet, please.
Okay. A 14.
Okay. You watch as this hellish flame is thrown and explodes in midair. Poppet dives as fast as it can. And you watch as one of the barbarians goes and tries to grapple it as he flies lower, barely missing just pulling some of the feathers out of Poppet's raven form as Poppet just quickly turns and begins to go away as fast as it can. And you see the knight, after extending that flaming, hellish flame towards Poppet, turns back, puts its hand back on the sword, and goes and stares back at the cavern. Seems you were not noticed.
Yeah, is Poppet still within 100 feet of me?
Yes. At this point, yeah.
I'm just gonna telepathically tell him to get out of there, but don't go towards the party.
Okay. Yeah, Poppet just begins to fly, kind of curves around towards some of the other mines and just takes these guards with it. Yeah, you're from after this point, you begin to quietly make your way in. You get the sense if it was not for Mebehi with a nat 20, you would have failed.
Yep.
You're lucky. Basically, your failure just meant it got a chance to attempt to take down Poppet.
Yeah.
You enter.
Very... These nat 20s.
That's really lucky. I rolled really bad too, so.
I'm so happy. That would have been complicated.
Mm-hmm. You begin to make your way in. Easy enough for Mebehi. While Mebehi has never fully been in this mine before, you partially know the layout, and Mebehi guides you. It is utterly empty. Quiet, and it is unnerving. It doesn't take you too long, about 20 minutes or so, and you enter into a massive chamber. You can see the ceiling opens up greatly here, spreading maybe, up to essentially where your party is, from what you can guess. Like maybe about 100 feet tall, just massive open space. And you can see in the one corner a pit full of loose rocks on the outside, and currently hanging above it is a dozen barrels. You can see a strange dark green ooze is dropping out of it deep into this dark crevice. And you can see there are mechanical contraptions currently hooked up into it. And you can see what looks to be a strange timer of sorts is currently embedded in one of the walls. And sitting next to it, are two individuals. You see one currently has a spear on the back, a great axe in his hand, and is currently just sitting quietly, just breathing, taking these deep breaths. Very barbarian looking. There's no armor, just muscle and currently just held back aggression. The other individual is wearing what looks to be half plate. They seem to be a furbolg. You can see the soft cow-like features of furbolgs, which you've seen a couple of them before. But you can see there's a darkness to them. You can see their eyes are a sickly green color. As he currently has what looks to be a single longbow that he is currently fiddling with the string on. And you can see it has these dark runes covering the entirety of it. Every inch of this has been branded and carved with strange magical rites of some type. And he looks just very focused and aggressive in his current minor action. You see, restrings his bow, takes it in his hands. You see he prepares and fake draws, readying himself to make sure it has the right poundage on it. Why do you have your eyes closed? We're supposed to be keeping watch. I'm trying to stay calm. Aren't you worried about being... And he's cut off. I can't be surprised. You see one of his eyes open. Nothing. He closes his eyes again. Okay. It seems there are 2 guards to this contraption. Kobolds are somewhere below.
Can't be surprised. Could be charmed. Don't think the Furbolg can be, though. What do you want to do about this, Mavehi?
She's just gonna shrug and say, I'm not sure. So is this like a big open cavern, or
It's a big open cavern. In
is
fact...
there a lot of rocks laying around?
Oh, tons. In fact, let me drag Mebehi and Seer
Oh.
to said map. So, you're... the hole is over here, where the guards are currently stationed and sat, and you all are entering from this side. There seems to be another section of cavern over here, and there are dozens of rocks. Actually, I will also give Gamesh view of this as well, because he does have his Earth Elemental here.
Does Mavehi know where this side leads?
It's pretty much the end of the current mine system.
Okay.
It only goes maybe about another 20 feet, not 20, 60 feet or so, and then opens up into the last cavern.
Okay. Um. So we have to figure out how to deal with these guys. Just by looking at them, is it possible that I could do like an Arcana check or something to see if I know if perhaps they have any resistances or immunities to like certain types of magic?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. My glasses. Oh, it's a nat 20!
Damn.
What the fuck?
Okay.
This cast, no, what? I'm scared.
Looking at them, one is definitely a barbarian of some type. They probably have good instincts in general, but probably not. They're not. They don't seem like a stupid barbarian. They are probably fairly average human. They're just strong, fast, and aggressive. The other one is a little bit different. You get the sense that they're a form of spellcaster, closer to that of a warlock of some type. But then it clicks. This is probably some type of blood hunter. And whatever profane pact that they currently have, it's probably not with a good entity. But they can probably be, charmed and the like. The only one who would maybe resist it better would probably be the blood hunter.
Yeah. Charm DC is 18. If I'm charming both of them.
Yeah, let me get you a very good let me find you a good image for barbarian and friend. They are not that big.
They're giants.
I mean, one is giant kin, yes.
That's not special. We have a giant kin in our party who's not here right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just kind of standing around, guarding the contraption.
Okay. And Mabeki and I can have like whispered conversations without being heard, right?
Yeah, there's enough distance between the one side of this cavern and the other. You're like 120 feet away.
Okay, yeah, we can like whisper. So yeah, basically I just for player knowledge, I can attempt to suggest both of them. I would have to use a mass suggestion, which is a 6th level spell slot, and that would immediately drop my invisibility. Which means if I fail, we're in combat potentially with 4 enemies. The skeletons and these guys. So
Okay, Becky's gonna look at Seer and say, why don't we just throw a rock over in the empty tunnel and have them go investigate it?
we can try that. Yes. Oh, wait. Yeah. That's worth a try.
Okay,
Yeah, so
who has
let's
a
try
better
that.
arm here?
You do. Yeah, I cast spells.
Alright, so I guess Becky's gonna... Wait, hold up. Maybe moving closer to it would be a smarter idea.
Yeah, I think you should try to like move through these loose rocks over here and then throw it so it doesn't immediately give away our position.
Yeah. So she's gonna do that and move to about here. Do I need to roll a stealth check for that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. They're not gonna notice you. I swear to you, they won't. Even though that is a nat 19 for... Yeah, even with a nat 19, that is a 21. And you have advantage, technically, so...
They can't see you.
Flat 20% again.
Yeah.
Isn't that the lowest you can roll?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10 plus 17.
Technically,
Nope.
yeah, rolled a 3 and an 8, but it goes to 10.
Yeah. Strong as hell. So, yeah, you are easily able to stealth your way while invisible over in that direction.
Okay, and do we need to roll anything to throw the rock?
Ranged attack?
Just roll a d20 for me. And add your dex mod. Actually, no.
You want me to just roll a dex check?
Just roll a d20.
Pure luck.
Okay. Even with a -2, because this is strength-based, you take a hefty-sized rock and chuck it as far as you can, and get fairly far down that side of the tunnel. And then you hear a tung, 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 as you just hear crack a few times on some other boulders and rocks down that side of the tunnel. You can immediately see the barbarian's eyes open, and he turns. And you see the Blood Hunter stands. Do you think they're coming back? Stand at attention. And they both stand. They wait a few moments. Was that him? Do you want to go check? Sure, I'll go. You see one of them, the Blood Hunter, begins to step off in that direction. looking for whatever that sound was. You see, kind of like peeks his head down the corridor. I don't see Phel. He won't want you to disturb him in his meeting.
Uh,
I'll just go and see what it was. Don't. If he sees you abandon his post in front of a guest, he will be most displeased. Back here now.
Would Becky throw another tiny rock down there and make another noise?
Okay. Roll a d20.
Bro.
Roll a d20.
that's even better.
Yeah, you take another small rock and chuck it, and you hear tung 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 as it ricochets off of a couple walls, and he turns back. This time you see the barbarian stands. Something's wrong. And he begins to walk his himself over to getting next to the blood hunter, who takes a single arrow and puts it attaches it to his bow, but doesn't draw the string yet. What do you think? I knew I didn't trust him. You saw what he brought. Phel can take care of himself, I'm sure of it. Should we? Fine. Let's go. Fast. And they walk into the tunnel. You see they begin to move their way quickly and silently as they both attempt to stealth down the tunnel.
Okay.
We book it?
I would like to, as I think we should still kind of like move along the side here and try to not draw too much attention to ourselves.
Totally, air quotes here, book it along the side.
As we do that, I would like to drop my invisibility to cast Sending up to Gamesh, saying, Phel Gatamin is down here in the Phel Gatamin is in this cave system. We're right below you. Not discovered yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spin that spell slot and drop my invisibility.
And I'll respond. Well, then let's hope we can make this quick.
Yeah.
Then I'll gather everyone up, and I guess we're heading in.
Can you take them through the roof?
Yeah, take them through the roof. I can take myself through the roof, maybe.
Just move Earth a bunch of times on the roof.
Move Earth does not work on solid stone.
No. Get a pickaxe.
I mean, I can smash through potentially. I mean, how thick are we talking?
I don't know.
You don't know. Do you want to make an investigation check, Gamesh?
Sure, why not?
You begin to kind of backtrack, and they are underground, but this mountain is sizable. It's a huge section of cliffs, and you begin to make your way deeper into the cliff sides, and discover a massive, like kind of cave entrance, and going in there and like looking at the ground and kind of determining based on, because like honestly you could just take your earth elemental and have him like zoom upwards.
Yeah. But I can't really contact him right now. He's still like with Seer.
Yeah, you're right. But just based on like your knowledge of earth and terrain, I'm gonna say that like this area that you're currently at, that's like partial cave, based on the height that they said, it's maybe just a couple feet, probably like 5-6 feet below you.
Okay. 5-6 feet of solid stone though is still pretty thick.
Yes, it is still
Uh,
pretty thick, but it's not like it's too far. It's fairly close, relatively.
Would be a much better entrance than the guarded one too.
um.
I still think they'd get involved in the fight, but they would be delayed.
I can make it work. How crazy do I want to get is the question.
Times like these are when I'm so thankful you're an Earth sorcerer.
Yes, it might be time to do some earth stuff. Alright, alright, so all I know is that he's somewhere in those tunnels. Okay, so. Um, and we need to get down there fast. Alright, know what? Oh, this could go so bad or this could go so well. I don't know if I should go for it or not.
What are you doing?
I could cast Earthquake, and that would almost guarantee get me down.
That would.
Does your big stone form thing have a burrow speed?
No. I mean, I can get myself through perfectly fine.
Yeah, if it had a burrow speed, I was gonna say like if it could burrow a hole for all of us to go through.
No, I have a spell for burrow speed, but it doesn't work through solid stone, and it's just a singular thing. I don't have anything that's going to get everyone else through at the same time. Is the problem? Uh,
Earthquake might fucking kill Seer and Mebeki though.
that's why I'm like,
Just fully
Be
collapse a
fine.
bunch of stone on them.
Honestly, we might actually be fine. I can.
I might call the whole cave in.
Yeah, well.
Which
can
could
do
also
like
end up killing all the kobolds.
I kill everyone in the process.
Gatamin would be die for sure.
What did you
Yeah,
just say?
he would be die.
I am about to say, yeah, he would be die.
He would be die. You're right.
Oops.
As would everyone else, but he would
We,
be
we
die.
all would be die.
I love it. Oh man, yeah. I don't think I have a I mean, only I could do Guy and Juggernaut, but to smash through 5 to 6 feet of solid stone would take me a long time.
Laura, you were about to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would be die.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's immortalized now.
You know what sucks? I didn't even hear myself say it.
I know you didn't. 'Cause
Don't
you didn't
worry,
even-
Liz. I also put it in the Discord server that you used
the
to
second
be
I
in,
heard it, I was like,
so they
oh,
get
is
to know
that-
too.
I was like, oh, that. I was like, did I hear that wrong? I'm like,
I was so confident.
Okay, let me see. You can reshape dirt, sand, and clay area, and this is stone. Fuck.
I hate that those are different.
Alright, guys, let's grab some picks and shovels. It's time to Minecraft.
I mean, I can get
I'm
down,
surprised
but
you don't have like a way to just burrow through solid stone yet.
there isn't any spell like that,
There's stone shape.
and I don't have access to that as a sorcerer.
What?
Yeah, I
That's
don't have
not. You don't get an expended spell list for that subclass?
Oh, you definitely could have talked to me about that. We could have.
Oh, I have an expanded spell list, but it includes all the smite spells and elemental weapons.
Why?
Because the point of it was supposed to be metal to. I just specifically limited it to earth but
That's
it's supposed to be
silly.
metal and everything else. Yeah, it.
Just ask Graham and say pretty please, and he'll give you things.
You know what the crazy part is, Graham? I was looking at that that third party thing.
Oh yeah, there's some interesting ones in there. I think
Yeah,
there is one that allows you to burrow through stone, right?
I don't know if it's through stone though.
I'll cast
Well,
lightning bolt on the stone and break it.
and plus, it's like I've committed myself to this.
Hmm.
Uh,
What?
It's a self-imposed limitation.
yeah, I'm so. There's so many spells I
If
would
I
never pull
could
out.
see through stone, I could get through, but unfortunately, I cannot see through solid stone.
Is there, man? Cause I can get down there immediately.
You just can't get everyone else.
Yes, I can. I can definitely get myself down. Like going through
Seer,
stone.
Gamesh, and Mabeki can definitely fight Felgadamine and like 8 other people by themselves.
Well, if actually, even if Jessica Mesh could get down here immediately, that would probably be good, because then that's the 3 original people that Felgadamine remembers, while the rest of our party, who Felgadamine doesn't know, comes around the front.
How long would it take the party to get down here? Like if without going straight through, how long?
To get to them right now would be 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That is a little bit of time.
They winded their way
A
through
lot of time.
solid stone, and there's at this point the 4 guards out front are probably back, and there's the other 2 guards.
What if we
Yeah.
ran really fast
Probably make it 15 minutes.
and just bodied those guys out of the way?
Your best hope is probably to just go through this.
We can't!
If Gamesh, you are the Zemajad, your power is of the elemental plane of Earth. You have an ability that allows you to move through not solid stone, but dirt and clay, correct?
Well, I do. Look, I have Investor of Stone, so I can personally glide through the stone.
Yes, but you have an ability that allows you to um, um, work dirt and clay, correct?
Yes, I have Move Earth.
That's a
Yeah.
cantrip, right?
Oh, you talking about Mold Earth? Dirt and Stone.
Is Move Earth a spell? Like, what level is it?
Move
That's a
Earth is
cantrip.
no Mold Earth is cantrip.
Oh, yeah.
Move Earth is a 6th level spell. Both of those are specifically for
Oh, sorry.
so Move Earth is the one I was looking at. That's for dirt, sand, and clay,
Hmm.
and then that's like a certain area. And then Mold Earth is pretty much the same thing but lesser scale. But neither of them allows me to manipulate solid stone. It has to
Mold
already
Earth does.
be no.
It says dirt or stone.
Yeah, but there's different abilities depending on what it is. If it's stone, you can like leave markings in it and you can change the color of it, but you can't actually like
Oh.
excavate it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, but
if you're
Graham, what
talking-
if he did some cool sorcerer shit with his cantrip?
If you,
Because he's like the earth god.
yeah, if you, since you are the Zemajad, wish to, I will allow you to, if you spend 2 sorcery points, and I'm going to say a 6th level spell,
Mhm.
I will allow you to work stone.
Okay, I can do that.
That's all good. All good with you?
That's so cool. 2 sorcery points and 6th level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Man, it's great having a plain god with us.
Yeah, literally.
Um,
Look at that glow up.
yeah, you
Look
can
at the
only.
glow.
I will say you can only move. I'd probably say a foot of stone per round. So it would take you 5 rounds to get to the bottom of this, or to open this up, essentially.
Maybe start now.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's way faster than anything else I was initially going to do. So
We watch Gamesh go Super Saiyan and start digging through stone.
Yeah.
His
Wait,
hands turn into
did we
pickaxes
follow
and
Ganesh
shovels.
into this cave, or is he alone?
Um,
I assume we're all in there.
I hope so.
are you? Is
You just
um,
watch
The
Ganesh
rest of us
wander
just
off
left.
into the
We went to a
mountains.
different town.
No, because Gamesh wandered off, so like you could have just
Um,
watched him go.
right now? So last, Omen and Belric were looking out towards the guards last, and I don't know what Senti was doing.
I mean, if Gamesh starts walking away, Omen would go with him. She's not just gonna let him wander off alone.
Okay. Everyone else follow?
Yeah, I'll probably follow.
We already split the party in two. We shouldn't do it in three.
So
I also
I
assumed
should
Gamesh would
say, over the span of 20 minutes, is there anything you all did at the top of the cliffs that I should know about? Are any of you trying to get a better read on the guards, or any of you, using any of your
Nah.
abilities to do anything?
I mean,
I
the
don't have
main
any
thing,
abilities that do shit.
yeah, I would just be making sure the guards aren't running back in
Okay.
as if like Seer and Mabeki been compromised.
Zombies cannot be polymorphed, by the way.
A zombie can be polymorphed?
I said cannot. I don't believe it can.
Oh, interesting.
I mean,
It's a creature.
it's undead, though.
There's nothing in polymorph
So
that says
you
it doesn't
can't-
work on undead, as far as
So
I'm aware.
Could you polymorph a vampire?
I feel like it's just.
It just says that shape changers
Yeah,
can't be.
undead are not living, so they
targeted.
aren't valid target to ordinary polymorph.
Interesting. Good to
believe-
know. Does that mean like liches can't polymorph either?
I guess
Because
not.
they're undead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they are not creatures anymore.
God damn it.
You become an object when you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's what D&D says.
Damn.
Yeah, so you become a target for animate objects.
That you might be able to do.
Wait, that'd be wild.
Oh, you didn't know you could do that?
No.
Yeah, you can animate objects on dead corpses, on dead corpses. Obviously, it's redundant.
Yeah.
I surprisingly haven't done anything to do with necromancy in D&D yet.
Ooh,
It's
neither.
kind of like a
I mean,
loophole for necromancy, though.
yeah, it is a loophole. It's like I didn't bring back their tormented souls. They're just the bodies.
Yeah.
All moral obligations are out the window.
I think it'd be too powerful if you could polymorph dead people. Also,
Seer might have been a necromancer. It was that or conjuration.
I'm glad it's conjuration. I can't handle more dead people.
I can't handle more dead people.
There'd be a lot of dead people.
Oops, all dead.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's what I was.
I forgot
The
about that.
will
When was that made?
used is for 3.5, and we are not in 3.5. I don't know if that changes anything, but technically.
Interesting. Nah,
Because
dead people...
the wording that they point out is not how polymorph is currently worded as a spell.
Nah,
Because
dead people are not
3.5
creatures.
polymorph specified living creature, but current polymorph does not specify living creature.
It just says creature.
Yes. What's super fun about D&D is that words are important.
Yes, I just don't think that undead should be able to be polymorphed, personally. They do not have that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Undead people don't have rights, so they can't be polymorphed.
They do not.
Yeah, Graham has said right here, right now, undead people don't have any rights. They're not creatures. They don't get creature rights.
Yeah.
No.
Dead people don't have rights.
Which is ironic, because in the real world, they have more rights than some people that are alive.
The Constitution says you do.
Hey, if you want to get more rights, die.
Yeah,
Don't
die.
actually, though.
If you want more rights, die, obviously.
Of
Don't
course.
do that, though. Like, legally, don't do that.
I'm saying to do it.
Do it illegally.
Yeah,
Yeah, do it.
legally. Don't legally do it. Do it illegally.
Okay.
Fuck the law. Do it anyway.
So, off of the tangent,
Who's gonna stop you?
the two guards begin to go down the hallway. Gamesh is beginning to carve through the ceiling. What are you two doing in the tunnel? The Earth Elemental is probably... I will give control of Earth Elemental to Gamesh. Just
I think...
so he can control it. Where's the Earth Elemental going? What are you two doing?
I want to go to the timer and figure out how that is attached, like, how that works, basically, to try to...
Okay. You can go and move.
Yes.
It'll be staying underground, just within range of seer.
Okay. You walk over to the timer. Make a investigation check.
Okay. 29.
You look at this, and while it is, for the time, somewhat advanced, it's super simple. If the timer runs out, it begins to pull a gear that rips open the tops of each barrel, pouring acid down the pit.
Okay.
Currently, the timer is on 40 minutes. So there's 20 minutes left.
So we have 20. So there's 20 minutes for this to...
Yeah, in 20 minutes, if no one were to reset the timer, it would pour acid on a bunch of kobolds. And which, at this point, as you're nearing this area, you can hear distant echoing voices. Do you know Draconic?
No, I don't.
No? You can't understand it, but you just hear these echoing voices from the pit off to your left. Becky, you're a little bit too far away.
Fair.
Come to me, Mabehi. Yeah, do I know how to reset the timer?
Oh, yeah, it's super easy. You just twist the knob.
Okay, I'm gonna twist the knob.
Okay, yeah, you twist it, give it more time.
Can I beckon Mabehi over here? Because I think the way to disable this trap would be to remove the gear that it's pulling on, right? So, like, if I remove the gear that it's pulling on, it has nothing to pull on, so the tops of the barrels can't be ripped open.
Essentially. Yeah, Mabehi, you can dash over as well, if you wish to. Even though you don't know where Seer is, because both of you are invisible, but... yeah. This is how it goes.
He just sees the timer click to a new time and is
Yeah,
like,
actually, Mabehi, you probably do hear this sound. As it's not like, it's not like a little like kitchen timer. It's like big. Like you have to use two hands to kind of pull it. Yeah, both of you together, you can kind of whisper to each other.
"Hey, Mabehi,
So basically, the way this trap works is when the timer runs out, there's a gear that pulls on some things that then rips the acid barrels open. So I think if we just remove the gear or cut whatever it is that's like, what is it made out of that's holding the thing attached to the barrels?
The so you're talking about the thing that's connected to the opening of the barrels?
Yeah.
They're metal chains.
Okay, yeah. So if we could either remove the gear or break the metal chain attached to the gear, we could disable the trap.
Okay.
And how is the gear attached to the timer?
It's fused to the back of it.
Fused to the back. Okay. What if I do... What's... Okay. Okay. What if I cast Disintegrate on the gear?
It would surely damage it.
How tough does this gear look?
It's pretty well made, like, iron. So it's fairly strong.
I mean, 10d6 force damage is...
You could have Mebehi attempt to use thieves' tools to disarm it, technically.
Yeah. Unless it makes its dex saving throw, though I don't know if it can withstand 10d6 plus 40 force damage. And then it completely disintegrates if it's dropped to 0.
Mm-hmm. It's up to you two.
Mabahi, what do you want to do? Do you want to use Thieves' Tools, or do you want me to try to disintegrate it? Or do you want it to be where, like, you try Thieves' Tools, and then if that fails, I just disintegrate it?
She's gonna try her thieves tools. She'll say that.
Okay.
You take out your thieves' tools. This is a large contraption. It is, it's not deft to kind of like break this apart. So, just roll thieves' tools. Let's see what you get.
Wait, hang on.
And the attribute is dexterity, right?
Wait, hang on. I'm going to use a a third level spell slot. Actually, wait, where is it? No, a first level spell slot, sorry. No, second. I was correct the first time. I'm very confused right now on my character sheet. I'm so sorry. I want to use a second level spell slot to cast enhance ability on Mabehi, specifically Cat's Grace, giving the target advantage on dexterity checks.
Okay. This is dexterity. Since it is a large object, you would have had disadvantage, Mabehi. This is a regular roll. Okay. You take out your tools and begin to work away at the partial mechanisms. You essentially just start unscrewing the back of the gear from trying to unfuse this large plate. At this point, Gamesh gets 1 foot down into the earth as Belric, Senti, and Omen are all standing around him. You just watch as Gamesh is... You see that familiar light. The I believe it's greenish, correct, Gamesh, for your earth magic?
When it's earth magic, it's also golden yellow.
Golden yellow? Gotcha.
Yeah.
You see this golden yellow magic just swirling around Gamesh as he is using his hands and is just pushing away the stone around him, creating this fairly large hole in the ground. You can just see the magic is just swirling as he's just having this forceful, sorceristic magic just imbue the very air around him as he twists his current magic in ways that normally is not able to be done. So, back down here, the Thieves' Tools check, it's not fully enough. You get partly the way through it, though. That's the end of essentially the first round of you all trying to do this.
So did I essentially cast Move Earth, but I'm just using it differently?
Essentially, yes.
All right, then the Conjure Elemental will go away. That's a concentration spell.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to note.
Yeah.
Are there people coming back down the hall?
Make a perception check.
Mm,
11?
11.
It's hard to tell. You don't hear too much coming from that side, and you're still invisible, so...
No, I'm not.
You're
I
not.
cast a
You
spell.
just you cast a spell. Currently, you don't hear them.
Cool.
So, what are you doing, Seer? You can see Mebehi has partially completed the deconstruction of the gear. You can hear the kobold voices down below. What is it you wish to do?
Let's see here. I don't know what much I'd want to do other than keeping watch.
You could try to get a rope down to the kobolds and maybe get them up. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that would probably be smart, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'll throw a rope down. I should have that.
Do you have rope?
I don't know, actually.
You better hope you have rope.
I don't.
Do you have a bag of any type?
I have a backpack.
Mabeki has her burglar's pack, but
Does
I
that
do
come with
know
rope?
in here she does have hemp and rope, whatever that means.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
That's rope.
Maybe he has rope.
I'll just take rope off of Mubahi and throw it down there.
Got it. Yeah, you as
It's cool.
as Mabeki is working
Nice.
away, you just go into Mabeki's bag and just pull out hemp and rope. Because
Okay,
I
is
was-
it part of the burglar's pack? Because for some reason that is
It-
unchecked.
you probably you probably have the burglar's pack, and it's I believe in the burglar's pack. Most of the packs come with hemp and rope. I just don't know if Seer was able to get a pack. I don't know if wizards typically.
Yeah, I know why that was.
I think I got,
unchecked.
like, an
That makes me
explorer's pack.
over-encumbered.
You probably still have the items in your inventory though, right? That's separate from the burglar's pack then.
I don't know.
Let me check Mabeki's sheet.
Uh-oh.
I mean, just a
Wait.
part of creating the character.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, you have you have all the items. The burglar's pack just contains all the items within it, but you have them listed separately in your inventory, so you do have all the items.
Okay.
It's why you have 5 pittons in your inventory and a crowbar and a candles and all that stuff. Because
Okay.
normally it's under the burglar's pack.
Cool. So I'm just gonna take rope from Mubahi's bag, and toss it down the hole.
Okay. Now you toss the rope down the hole, and are currently holding the other end.
I was about to say,
Actually,
let's
is there
just do
like
it
a
now.
large, like, I don't know, like stalagmite or whatever that I can tie it to?
Really, there's a lot of loose boulders in this area, but no, you don't see any stalactites. Or
Yeah.
I believe it's stalagmites, actually, right? Mite
I
on the
think
ground.
so. I don't know. I said stalagmites. I could be wrong.
Stalactites are the one on the ceiling.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
there are no stalagmites.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll hold it. Actually, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie the end of it to the immovable rod that I have in my bag of holding.
Smart. That
I'm
is
gonna take the immovable rod
smart.
and tie the rod
Yeah,
to that.
you tie the end of the rope to the immovable rod, click it in the air, and the rope goes down. The murmurs of Draconic get a little bit louder, and you hear this small voice goes, "Hello, can you hear me?" It's quiet. You know, it's echoing
Yeah,
upwards.
no, just yes. Hi, hello. You might want to get out of the acid pit.
Is this a trick? Trick.
No.
Okay.
You just gotta trust me on this one, buddy.
And you just hear like these heavy, and you see the rope kind of bounces a couple times, and then with an expert speed, you see a small little kobold just rises up to the top. Well, I had kobolds on this map.
Not anymore.
You see this little kobold gets to the top, looks around, looks up at you.
I smile and wave.
Okay. And sees the little kobold currently just trying to undo this gear. And you see him look down and goes, Zen! And maybe you hear him speak in Draconic. Friendly folks with friendly faces, it's all clear, come on up. And he gets to the top. Can I help?
Go for it.
Okay. And he will go to the gear and begins to bite it.
Oh.
You just hear these like low, like snarling sounds. He's like, as he's just trying to bite the gear, and he's just trying to help in any way possible.
Well.
Mabeki. Huh?
There are a bunch of cats. A bunch of lizard cats. That's all I see.
Yeah.
Mabeki, make another Thieves' Tools check. I believe you still have Cat's Grace.
Yes, that lasts for an hour. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's concentration.
You see the gear shifts slightly as you are able to unscrew the entire bottom of the gear and hold it in place, and now are able to go for the top. So it's probably going to be one more check. You do see, after his word, 3 more kobolds run up and begin to kind of dash their way away from the pit. Gamesh, you get 1 more foot down in the stonework, pulling apart the stone at the seams. This is something you've never done before. Very impressive.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Back at the top. Seer, anything else?
Can I make another perception check? To try to see if anyone's coming.
Make a perception check.
I was about to press persuasion, and that would have been very wrong. Nope.
Okay.
Alright, barring that, I just kind of want to babysit this timer and make sure it doesn't run out while they're working.
Got it. Mabehi. 1 more Thieves' Tools check.
Okay. And can she also listen to see if anyone's coming back, or have one of the kobolds go check?
Just make a perception check. 3? You're too focused on the snarling kobold as the gear is fully unturned. You get the last screw, you pull the gear off, and now hold this like heavy gear and just set it on the ground. You see the kobold looks up at you and gives you two thumbs up with these like big snarly teeth that have just bit the hell out of this metal iron gear. You can see a little bit of rust on his teeth and stuff. He just gives you the two thumbs up. And you're a little preoccupied.
Thumbs up back.
So at this point, you hear this slight, like, trailing sound, and he looks over, and you can see the metal chains are beginning to no longer connected to the gear itself. They begin to slide across the ground as the slack kind of takes them, and he looks at them and looks up at the barrels as you just watch as these metal chains are slowly getting towards the edge, and he's gonna attempt to grab the chains. You see he grabs two chains, but there's still one more left ungrabbed, and he's just holding them in his hands, like looking around, like if he can tie them off, because these, presumably, these could still be pulled, and the acid could still pull forth.
Can I
And-
try to?
For the last chain and try to grab it.
This will be the next turn. Ganesh, get another foot down as more and more kobolds appear out of the cave, and they just begin to run as far as they can. There are 200 kobolds trapped in a cave.
Oh my god.
It's a lot. Seer, the
Can I-
main trap is disabled. Yes.
Can I try to grab this chain?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check.
All right, just flat dex. It's 12.
Okay. You go over and attempt to grab it. The rocks, you watch the chain is slipping down many of these rocks, and you are unable to grab it without falling into the hole yourself. You slide a couple, probably about a good 2 feet, partially down this massive chasm as it just descends downward, and you kind of have to pull yourself back up as the chain is just a little bit too far away at this point.
Yeah. Hey, Becky. Good luck, and I give her bardic inspiration.
Ooh, okay.
And that's it.
Yeah. Mabeki, it's your turn. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity
Becky's gonna
check.
go for the chain now.
Yes.
And you can add a d6 to that roll.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
Roll me a
Dex
dex check, please. So just click on dex.
Okay, brain died there for a second.
You can add a d6.
How do I do that?
Just roll a d6.
Roll a d6. You watch as this chain, Mabeki, you dive after it, and you watch as you're about to grab the chain, and then it just hits a rock and spills outward, and you just watch as this heavy chain just fully loses all its weight, and you just hear this simple thunk. As you watch and look up, you just see a single cork is undone, and you just watch as acid just begins to pour down into the
Wait,
pit.
she has advantage on dex checks.
Wait, what do I do?
Roll with advantage.
All right, one more.
Don't fail me now.
22. There you go.
As you foresee this simple trap being undone by the mere weight of a heavy metal chain, and at the last moment you take a single pinky and slip it in between one of the chains and are holding the chain and most of its weight from collapsing the simple cork that is just plugged into a barrel of acid, and you just begin to lift the chain as you're like a good 5 feet down this little section of rocks that are slippery and slightly wet by small drips of acid. And you
Becky's
just-
all 5 seconds into the future.
Oh yeah. This is a very simple trap. It's just corked acid.
I'm so glad I remembered.
Yeah. At this point, Mebehi, you can use the rest of your movement and go back up to the top and kind of hand the chain, or like you're handed the chains by the other kobold. He just like gives you the two other large chains. And goes. This time he gives you another set of thumbs up, but he's definitely like less cheery and more fearful. Like he just was about to watch his entire family and all his kobold friends get just
Yeah.
burned to death in acid.
He
melted.
also saw
His
5
entire
seconds in the
graduation
future.
class was down there.
Can Mabehi attach the chains to the immovable rod?
Easy enough, actually. Easy enough.
Yeah, she's gonna do that. She's the chain.
Oh, the
the
immovable
chains-
rod seeing the first time ever.
With the weight of the chains being held by something, they are, able to keep the corks in, and more kobolds can begin to climb out of the cave. Now I just have to do that,
200 times.
not 200 times, 109, 89 times. 88, actually. There's another kobold right here.
You're not actually gonna spawn 200 kobold tiles, are you?
Watch me.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
question him, Mabehi. No.
As
The
the
computer is going to crash.
as the chains are finished, Gamesh, you get another layer down.
All right. That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
It's the end of Mbeki's turn, and the kobolds and Gamesh. Okay. You are able to hear crunches come from the far side of the room, Seer and Mabehi. As you turn and look, you see 2 individuals are currently talking, entering into the chamber, none the wiser of what's happening. And as they get to about here, you see the Blood Hunter is currently speaking to the Barbarian, just talking about, I can't believe we saw nothing. It was so weird. And then the Barbarian kind of is about to speak and looks off, and you see his smile fade. What is this? Yeah, they do not get a surprise round on you, as they rolled the worst checks for their perception. That they didn't notice a horde of kobolds running for their lives. So, I'm going to need initiative.
Okay.
How far are we through the stone?
4 feet.
We got 2 left.
Pack tactics is gonna come in so handy.
Holy shit, you're right. This is gonna be insane. 200 kobolds is a lot of kobolds.
And everyone's gonna get pack tactics because that's, race.
Yeah. Holy
Just know,
shit.
these kobolds have nothing.
They have their teeth.
Yeah.
Also, there's a lot of improvised weapons around here.
Yeah, right.
You're not wrong, actually. You are not wrong.
I mean, if this is an abandoned mine, who's to say there ain't, abandoned mining tools left around?
Okay. Mebehi, you are the first one to get the drop on the situation. You see the 2 individuals enter into the room, and they are clearly about to jump into combat with you. And most likely the kobolds.
Alright, she's gonna aim. Who looks stronger to her?
Probably the big buff barbarian. Oh, I did the wrong thing.
Okay, who looks smarter of the 2? Does one look like the brains and one looks like the brawn?
They, from what you can tell, from based on how they've talked, they seem probably the same.
Okay. Well, then, in that case, she's just gonna pick whoever would be an easier target for her, so... Spell 75. She's got more cover from this guy. She's gonna aim for that guy. Can't ping for some reason. This one.
Okay, that's the barbarian.
Okay.
I'll also make the barbarian red, because he is...
Angry.
Yes. And the other one blue.
And does she think she's hidden from his view?
Right now, you're kind of out in the open. You would have to hide actively.
Okay, she's gonna hide then, right behind the rock right there.
Okay.
Is she hidden?
Yeah, you would think so.
I
Alright,
can't
and-
see her.
And so she's gonna use her short bow as usual.
Okay. You do see that most likely, the blood hunter did notice you, but you did target the other individual, so you do have advantage.
Oh, so roll again?
Yes. As you were hidden from his sight. So you get your sneak attack. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. And he... Oh, technically he has advantage on initiative? Let me just re-roll that. Oh, sweet. That's good to know. That changes that to a that. Good thing I read that. Yeah, that hits. He takes all the damage.
Okay. And she's already hidden. So, we still have the movement. Can she move back here a little?
Yeah,
Or
I'd say
next
so.
to the
Yeah,
rock?
fully
And
able
that'll
to.
be it for my turn.
Sounds good. Yeah, that's a hefty hit from Mabehi. Now he gets to go, however. He is going to run. His 40 feet of movement towards you all. And he is going to... Ooh. If only they were closer. He is going to... take spears out, and he is going to throw 2 spears. Both towards Seer. It's out of range, so it is a disadvantage. So the first attack is... That's only a 9 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
And the second attack is... disadvantage. It's only a 10.
That doesn't hit either.
Yeah, so you watch as he just...
He's like a 13 because of leather armor.
Nice. Yeah, he takes 2 spears and just throws one after the other, attempting to hit in some capacity, but just does not. Is unable to.
Oh, no, my AC's 11 because of leather armor.
Hey, that still works.
Yeah.
That is the end of his go. Initiative count 20. 4 more kobolds show up. You see the first kobold to arise picks up a rock and just screams in Draconic, "Kill them, brothers!" and runs forth.
Love this guy.
He gets there.
Oh, he's gonna die first.
That one gets there. That gets there. Yeah, so only one, I think, is able to make it. Oh, no, that guy can. That guy can. The rest are unable to. You see the rest continue their run, but a lot of them, do, get close enough to potentially attack. So, pack tactics, 3 of them are going to attack with improvised rocks.
I love this.
Actually, let me look up the Kobold sheet real fast. Standard kobolds. Oh, gotta love that. 5 hit points.
Amazing. I'm glad there's 200 of them.
Mm-hmm. That one is... Even with the... Oh, this is a strength-based attack. That's gonna miss. No matter what. Second attack from the other one. That one's closer to hit. So 15 minus 2 misses. Yeah. You see 3 kobolds just go and start hitting his skin with rocks, and you see there's no cuts. This individual has tough skin and is unfazed. You see the Blood Hunter goes next. You see he takes his longbow, takes that single arrow out again, and draws the string pointing towards you Seer. And you just hear him speak out. Back in the hole, animals. He's gonna diabolical channel.
Alright, bitch. I say that because of the animal comment, not because of whatever the mechanical thing he's doing is. I don't know what that is.
There we go.
They're gonna be so confused when at the end of this round our allies fall from the sky.
Nothing like the element of surprise.
Speaking of, have y'all figured out how you're gonna fall 100 feet?
Yeah, you just fall, right?
Well, I can fly, so I can get at least help one person out.
I have methods. So I don't really worry.
Yeah.
So he is going to attack Seer. Let me roll to see if that hits. That does hit.
Nice.
That is like a 23. I need Seer to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage. As the arrow sticks into you, you see a interesting strange symbol on the arrow, and you feel an effect of a spell come over you.
Okay.
Or it's attempted on you.
Do you have Kiss of the Changebringer? That's a 14.
14. Damn. It does just pass. You see, as the arrow slams into your chest, you do take a little bit of damage from it. Let's roll that. You're only going to take 7 points of piercing damage. And as you see the rune kind of lights up, you see this crown for a moment begins to appear above your head, but it shatters as you barely are able to resist the spell.
Oh no.
And I believe that is his turn. 2 attacks. Yeah, that is a single action ability. So he attempted to Crown of Madness you, but it failed. That +1 saved you.
I know.
Damn.
Because of the change bringer.
It is Seer's turn.
Okay, I can either try to charm these guys, which I feel like is gonna fail, or I can just try to do damage, which I feel like won't fail quite as badly. Hmm. I mean,
What are you doing, Seer?
I'm trying to figure that out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and where's the at higher levels bit here? I'm gonna I think I'm gonna summon an aberration.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon a Beholderkin at 6th level.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna summon it. Where do I want to put it? Do I want to put it by this guy or by this guy? I think I don't like this. Well, I'm gonna put it by. I'm gonna summon it by. I'm actually gonna summon it kind of over here, I think, because it's a Beholderkin. Yeah, it has 150 feet, so I'm gonna summon the Beholderkin. Yeah, I'm gonna summon. Yeah, I'm gonna summon the Beholderkin there. So, uh, that's fun.
Yeah.
It can make 3 attacks.
Yeah, make those
And
attacks.
then, well, first on my turn, I am going to. I can't see. I'm going to move 30 feet.
I just realized technically did not need to hide that first round. Mabeki was still invisible.
Oh, yeah. Well, it be that way.
Also, wait, who cast invisibility again? I forgot.
I did. And I cast it on myself.
Oh, actually, so okay. So it would have gone actually when you used Cat's Grace. That's
No, it left when I cast Sending. I haven't been invisible for a while.
no, it would have left Mebehi when you cast Cat's Grace because it is a concentration spell.
Yeah, I mean it goes away when I cast any spell. And I cast Sending before I cast Cat's Grace.
Yeah, but for Mebehi.
Oh, okay.
Because is Cat's Grace a concentration spell, right?
For
Yeah.
me, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it would have gone when you, yeah, on Mebehi. It's all good. I was just thinking. I was worried. I forgot that Mebehi was invisible for this combat, for at least the first round.
Nah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, so let's see. This does plus. Okay, so it is spell attack modifier to hit. That's 5. Yes, 20 plus 5. No, plus 10.
Yeah.
No.
I was about to say it's a plus 10.
Yeah, spell attack. Sorry, I got confused between my modifier and spell attack modifier.
You're good. Yeah, it's a plus 10.
I was like, this feels lower than it should be.
Yeah, it is your modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
That's a 14 against
Miss.
blue.
That's a miss.
Second attack against red. I almost clicked roll 120, which would be wrong. That's an 18 against red.
That does hit.
That is going to be 7 psychic damage, and then another attack against blue.
That is magical damage, so he does take it.
25.
That hits.
8 psychic damage to blue.
8 psychic damage.
Also, I know I have concentration, but they can't knock it off me unless they kill me, so.
Okay. At the top of the turn order, at the beginning of this initiative, Ganesh, you open up the final gap. A 5-foot wide hole has been crafted through solid stone. And you look deep down into the depths, and currently can see small faint lights and hear the sound of combat. If you look at the bottom of the map, you will find your characters. Click initiative, please.
Fucking Vilric.
Yep, can never get that 20.
Yeah. I guess I'll roll for Omen. Until they're back. Actually, I'll let Omen roll. I'll just add her to the initiative tracker just for now. So top of the turn order, Mebehi. Then this guy, then Kobolds, then Belric.
Alright. She's gonna aim at the red guy that all the kobolds are following or like surrounded around.
Got it.
With
Yeah, pack tactics.
So do I need
Roll
to
initiative,
also
Omen.
attack?
No, you have advantage. And you have sneak attack. That's going to hit. Oh, that's not good. That's insane damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, luckily, your short bow is magical. Otherwise, you don't think it would have done as much.
8d6.
Alright, and after she does that, she's gonna hide again.
Got it. Take that stealth check. Damn. Okay. Red's go. He does not care about any of these kobolds. Literally, they can barely do a dent into him. So he is going to take a solid 6 attacks of opportunity, all at advantage. That one's a 19 minus 2, barely hits him. That was nat 20. That one, 18 minus 2, or a...
Wait, who is he doing this on?
They're hitting him as he runs. That's another nat 20, so that's 3 hits, 1 miss, 2 more to go. Misses. And
Is he coming at Rebecca?
misses. So he's gonna take 3 hits. That's so 11 minus strength.
Their strength mod is like Becky's. It's gonna be down to 9.
Yeah, their strength mod is nothing. It's like a negative 2. He's gonna take, I think, 5 damage.
Oh, from 2 nat 20s? Oh my god.
He halves all the damage. They don't do magic damage to him.
Okay, so it was at least 10. That's a little better.
Yeah, it was 11. Halved, you know. Take
They're
the lower.
doing their best.
Yeah. He runs through a horde of kobolds, takes 3 solid hits, and you just see like small scratches. He runs around the boulder. Even though you're hidden, you did not move, and he was coming to see where you were, and you're next to him now.
Senti kobolds can be polymorphed.
He is, as an enduring barbarian, he is going to reckless attack you twice. So this means he has advantage. That is... The first one is probably going to hit you. That's 16... 23? And that one is 18 to hit.
Yeah.
18 hits?
Yeah.
Oh. Dang. Okay. Luckily, he did not get a critical. So that is... 14... That's 22 points of slashing damage. As he takes his great axe and just swings twice. Into you. Kobolds are going to go... Oh, that's not a kobold. 4 more kobolds appear on the map. The main kobolds that already attacked him... well, these ones are going to surround him to the best of their abilities.
I cannot math.
And then this guy's going to go there. The rest, seeing that he's already, accurately surrounded, are going to begin to flee with the rest. They did what they could, and now their brothers in arms will take care of the rest. So this is going to be 5 attacks, all at advantage. That is a miss. No, that's a 19. That's a barely hit it. Okay. They literally need to roll a 19 or higher to hit, by the way.
They don't add their proficiency bonus to these attack rolls?
They're using unarmed strikes, which is all strength based. So they get a -2
So it
to
should
all
be
of the
like-
rolls.
Yeah, but you're automatically proficient with improvised weapons. So it would be just a d20 flat roll. So it'd be probably plus
Pack
2
tactics give them advantage.
proficiency.
Pack tactics.
Yeah, he's rolling advantage, but I'm pretty sure like
Okay.
base proficiency for a creature is +2. So it should be flat d20 rolls, right? -2 +2.
Okay, I guess you might be right, actually. Yeah, I think you're all right.
Huzzah!
It still misses. They need
Yeah,
to
I don't
roll...
think that changes anything, but
Yeah, they need to roll either a 17, 18, 19, or 20 they have.
hey, that's another 10% chance.
That misses. I think. Next one is... That's only a 16. I don't think they got a single hit. No, I did roll 1 hit. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so he is going to take 1 point of damage. As the kobolds do their thing, Belric, you head over to Gamesh and look down the hole. It is a 100-foot drop into darkness.
I think first I'll use my I'll activate my wings and kind of like curl them up so I will fit in the hole and I'll just drop down.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You. Okay. You watch as, for the people up top, you see Belric bamps out the cloak's wings. You see the two ends of the cloak split and form these fiery wings around him. They circle around you, and you put your arms together, Belric, and you step into the hole and just begin to descend, and then the wings flash open, and the entire room is bathed in light, in firelight, as you see a fiery angel descend from the sky at 60 feet. So you're 40 feet from the ground at this point, and are about right there. Anything else on your turn?
And I can see like both like red and blue are like aggressive, right?
Yeah, you can see currently 6 kobolds are currently surrounding a barbarian whose axe is a little bit bleeding, standing over one of the 6 kobolds, which seems to be Mabehi. And then the other one currently is looking towards Seer, who has an arrow still embedded in her armor.
I think I'll head over to I'll dash up to blue.
Okay. Yeah, that works. The fiery angel just spins and turns towards blue, and you get right up next to him.
And that'll be up for my turn.
Okay. It's blue's go. In melee combat with you, well, he's going to chill touch you. So range attack roll. That's not going to hit you. I guarantee it. Yeah, 15, not gonna hit. His dagger, as he sends this chill touch out to you, you see his other hand brings his dagger up to stab at you. That one's gonna miss as well. Yeah, that is his turn. He uses his cantrip and makes one melee attack. Ganesh.
Omen should be after Gamesh in the initiative.
Good to know.
So 100 feet down, and I can't see to the bottom.
You can. There's a little bit of light, especially from Belric. He kind of lights up the actual bottom of it.
Okay, cool. Then what I would like to do is I'm now going to cast. Yeah, I'm a quicken spell. Animate objects. Put that in the chat. Quicken spell this. What I'm doing was. Oh no.
Bless you.
I said animate objects. I meant
you.
wall of stone. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Wall of stone.
Yeah, wall of stone, not animate objects.
Interesting.
Um, because where is it at? The wall doesn't have to be vertical or rest on any firm foundation. It must, however, isolate support existing stone. Thus, I can use to make a bridge or a ramp. So, I'm going to use the 10 by 20 feet panels
Mm-hmm.
to make a ramp that will kind of go from the hole downwards. And then I'll use the other 5. That should be about 5 walls. Then I'll use the other 5 to create supports for the ramp.
Okay. So what have dropped you directly down is here. Are you putting the ramp downwards or trying to go upwards?
Ramp don't go down. So basically, from where the hole is, it'll go down like towards where the kobolds and stuff are.
Okay, well that is just a sheer vertical drop. You're trying to make a ramp, so you have to kind of curve it to move in a different direction.
Well, no, like it'll be like underneath the hole. Yeah, it's not gonna be like directly into the hole itself. It's just like so we can drop down and kind of slide.
Yeah, I'm talking about where does the thing exit? I mean,
Okay, so
because I don't think you're being able to make like a loop-de-loop slide, like a spiral slide downwards.
you know, I just want to make a slope down. This
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is gonna be
Which way does
yeah.
the slope face?
I guess I'm guessing it will go this way.
Okay, so the hole starts there. Starts a little bit above it. I'll do this. So hole right there, starts there, and then just nope. You just slide down it, kind of in this. Why does that keep doing that?
Is that
This
not enough
direction?
kobolds?
And you said 5 of them would get you down?
Yeah, because I can make them 10 by 20 feet. Then I can use the other 5 to support those ones.
Got it.
If I'm not mistaken, that's how it just. I'm pretty sure that's how it explains itself.
Yeah. You create a rocky slope downwards that is completely supportive of itself and will drop you right there in the combat.
All right.
It will
So
take, as you slide down, it does take your movement. So, um,
that's cool.
yeah, so you slide down at like 30 feet per round, essentially.
Yep.
Unless you choose to dash.
Let's choose the dash.
Right.
That would put me about what? Like technically, like it would like put me like just inside of not sitting right on top of it, but I think it's like right there,
You,
or
you
like
can be
right
on
here.
top of it. I'm putting this on the map layer, actually.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, so I'll be about right there. Let me check distances. That's 40. It's 50. I done already cast a spell. The bonus action. Range is 30 feet on this. Um, yeah, then I'll dash
Okay.
and get the rest
So
of what
each
I
one
need.
of these is 20 feet long, right?
Yes, yeah,
So
so
you would technically
everything.
only be able, yeah, you get to the third one, essentially,
Yeah,
if you dashed.
yeah, so yeah, like right there.
What an interesting use of this spell. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just never had an opportunity to use it like this. This is where it finally came in handy. But I need to hop off though. I am incredibly tired.
It's all good. It is late. I realize that.
Yeah, I'll have to get off soon too. I have
Okay.
some homework.
Well, we'll get through Omen's round and get back to the top of the initiative. It's Omen's turn at this point.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Right. So I got a question. Is where my token is in the map where the top of the hole that we're at is?
No, top of the hole is right, essentially right on top of this spot right here. So you would start.
Okay.
Actually, it's technically right here, and then you would go downwards further. But right now, you're probably on the edge of the
Cool.
hole.
What I would love to do, if you would allow me, is use my bonus action to summon my echo, use my action to destroy my echo, use my reaction to reclaim potential and get 10 hit points for destroying my echo, and then do a running long jump into the hole and towards here, taking fall damage. But I want to use the momentum to hopefully land as close to Belric and that guy as possible.
So, technically, you can only fall as fast as your movement speed allows.
Well, that's dumb. Okay.
D&D movement is D&D falling is really weird.
That's not how physics works, though.
I
Physics,
know.
you would fall much faster.
Um, let me double check because I'm pretty sure.
Because when you cast Featherfall, you're falling your movement speed. So you'd be falling faster than that, normally.
Let me hold up. Let me. I might have just said the wrong thing. You know what? I guess you just fall. Huh, interesting. I guess you just fall 500 feet in 6 seconds. Immediately. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could do that.
Fantastic. So I'm gonna use my.
just can you paste the reclaim potential in the chat, please?
I sure can.
So do you damage your echo yourself?
Yeah, I was gonna have to use my action to like use my weapon against my echo to destroy it.
Got it. Okay, yeah. You summon your echo, hit it. Go ahead. I mean, It's your object. You can kind of allow it to be hit if you wished. So yeah, you hit your echo, regain the 10 hit points, and then
Hey.
do a running long jump through the hole.
Okay, so I get 14 temp hit points. I just want to give myself some buffer for all this fall damage I'm gonna take. I finally used that ability because I keep forgetting to use it. Yeah, so how far forward how far that way can I fall?
The long jump that you do, you're doing a running long jump.
Yeah.
So,
but would my momentum falling downwards help propel me more than 20 feet? Because it says you can jump
up
your
to
strength mod, but that's
score.
like if you're jumping horizontally. I'm jumping at an angle going down, so like wouldn't momentum make me go farther? His
What
like
is your strength score?
trajectory. It's 20.
So you can technically move 20 feet. Go ahead
But
and make
it wouldn't
me
make
an
a lot of
athletics
sense
check.
for me to move 20 feet forwards and then fall down in a straight line. I'm making a what check?
Athletics check. Yes.
Okay. It's pretty good.
Okay. So you jump, get 20 feet that way, and continue to kind of move at that angle. Falling 500 feet.
I thought you said it was 100.
It is, but you technically you fall 500 feet in 6 seconds. So maximum fall 500 feet. So velocity going that way. Jump through the hole at an angle. I'd say sure. You're literally falling at an angle. It kind of peters out near the end, so I'm only going to give you an extra 10 feet.
I'll take it.
Getting you there. I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
You slide 10 more feet.
Huzzah!
And you are going to take 10d6.
Amazing. Yeah, so I summon my echo. I say, sorry about this. Slash her with my sword and get a bit of temporary hit points. And then just sprint and jump down a hole. It probably looks super cool, though. Can I roll performance to see how cool I look?
Based on your dex, you all watch as Omen does a 100-foot slide on her chest across solid stone and stands up. It's as cool as that can be.
Hey, I stuck the landing. That's what matters.
Your armor is scraped to high hell, by the way.
It's magic. No, it's not. It's not magic. That's my other character. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah. You think you might have partially busted your armor?
It's okay. I'll get it fixed.
It's a -1.
Oh, -1 AC. Fantastic.
Yeah. You busted your armor. You landed on your armor.
Honestly, that's fair. I just wanted to save myself, like, 4 turns of running.
I love it. There's a little bit of a consequence, but hey, you're next to him now. And you still have your action.
No, I had to use my action to attack my echo. I could action surge, though. But I should probably save that for if we're gonna
Did you have to
go
use your
ahead
full...
and
You didn't have to
fight.
use your full action, though. You just used one attack, right?
Yeah, so I guess I have my other attacks.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I pull out a sword after falling next to this guy, sliding on the ground, and stand up. and yeah, I'll attack him.
Yeah, you do take 33 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, cool. I don't think that one's gonna hit.
It does not.
I'm a little shaken, still standing up.
That
There
one
we
does
go.
hit.
Cool. And that would be all I can do because I had to use one attack on my Echo.
Awesome.
So 33 damage?
33 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
How much health did you absorb? 14?
Yeah, 14.
Okay,
So
then.
I took 11 points of damage.
Okay. What a turn. That brings it to
Great.
Senti. I like how the person you got a front row seated at is Bellric, too.
Yeah, but her just watches Omen come in like a torpedo.
What's your AC now? That it's a -1, by the way. 30 feet. You're on the edge. You can get next to. You can get kind of halfway between these two pillars, these two walls, if you slide down. Because this will allow you to get down to the bottom without taking damage.
But you don't want to take up to 60 points of damage? Crazy.
I mean, it would take you a couple actions to get fully down, but I mean, you have ranged spells, I believe. On which one? Music bot.
Good night, my baby.
Good
Half
night.
a night. Oh. Nice music. Closest is definitely blue. 100%. He's only 35 feet, whereas the other one is about 55. Ooh, yeah. Angle-wise, you got down 30 feet. 105 feet, blue is away from you. $105, yeah. Just by angle, because you got 30 feet down, and he's, a little bit far away. I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna track the, what is it? Hyperbole? No. Yeah, that should reach. The other guy's out of reach for chill touch. So roll the d20. The Pythagorean theorem finds the hypotenuse. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I'm not going to track the hypotenuse. That seems annoying. 17 just hits. He's getting to take 18 damage. Yeah. He's getting hurt. Anything else? Move the zombies. Yeah, the zombies are able to follow you. Let's see if I have a zombie token. I probably do. Did I name it zombie? I did. Sweet. Yeah. 2 zombie friends join Senti. Yeah. I was just looking to see if I had the tokens with a name. A lot of the tokens I don't name. So I had to make sure. Senti's go is done. That is Seer.
Okay. Hmm. This guy's still next to Mabahi. That's probably not very good. I can see red, right?
Yes. The kobolds are only about 3 foot tall.
Okay, I'm going to cast 4th level magic missile. And I'm just gonna have all 6 hit him.
Okay.
So 16 force damage.
Yeah.
Oof, all the ones.
Yeah, you do note that he's looking really hurt at this point.
Nice. And then I'm gonna move pretty much here. And then that's gonna be it for my turn.
Okay.
And then the Beholderkin is going to send all 3 of his attacks against Blue Guy.
Got it. Attack away.
So the first attack is a 17.
Hits.
The second attack is a 25.
Hits.
And the last attack is a 27.
Hits.
So that would be a total of 3d8 plus 3 times 3, which is 9.
3d8 plus
16
9.
psychic damage. Yeah, because it's 1d8 plus 3 each time.
No, I got you. Yeah, he's looking hurt as well. Both of them seemed a little bit. Well, one's bloodied. One's a little bit more than bloodied. And as this, we get back to the top of the initiative order. I'm gonna end the session there tonight. It's a bit late. But the kobolds are being saved actively. You're dealing with a minor threat of a few guards. But you now know that Phel Gatamin is somewhere within the deeper recesses of this mine. That's where we're going to end the session.
All right.